All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to talk about some of the best songs that have dropped and the best albums, EPs, mixtapes, all of it. The best things that dropped this year. Today we're going to start off with our top 25 best albums slash mixtapes slash a couple EPs got filled in there. And today we're starting off with a certified classic, Glass Animals. Best band in the world. I Love You So Much is the name of the album. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's opposite day today. I
Yeah.
forgot this album was called I Love You So Much until this very moment. That is a really weird title when you're like a pop band.
Yeah, dude. I heard of Glass Animals, but I never listened to their music. So I was expecting experimental album or some really emotionally deep album. And then I don't remember what this sounds like. Space kind of, but shit.
It's like spacey pop type stuff. Personally, I'm not as disfavorable, I guess, towards Dreamland, their prior album to this one, as a lot of people were. But I was kind of hopping on the hate train with this one a little bit more so. I don't mess with it at all.
It's free to ride the hate train, this one.
Free to ride, yeah. No Denzel Curry feature that randomly came out of nowhere, so
What?
immediately
So what happened
becomes
last time?
worse than the last one.
Bro, what? Why is he on the last album?
Yeah, that one had Tokyo Drifting on it, and
Yeah.
that was a banger.
Alright.
But no real bangers on this one. Kind of just a forgettable pop album.
This fell into the category of everything on your album is mid, your album is bad. So our consensus score was a 48.
Yeah, we should specify we are doing the top 25 worst based on our personal
Yeah.
consensus. So average our two scores together from everything we reviewed this year, and these are the lowest ones.
Yeah, because I do believe there might be a couple of conflicting results on here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing a few where like I already definitely rated them higher than you, or vice versa.
Green Day down here?
Oh
Yeah.
God, oh
Yeah.
God, the Green Day thing. I forgot that happened too. Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, next up we have Ski Mask the Slump God's comeback album here, 11th Dimension. Pretty disappointing moment.
Yeah, it was just mid and unfinished. I landed on a 50 on it. I think you landed on a 44, which brought us to a 47.
Yeah,
Not a whole lot to say.
he tried to approach it kind of doing like a rage thing. Felt like it was hopping on trends, but felt like the trends were a little bit outdated, and managed to sound like it was rushed in doing all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was pretty sad to see because Stokely's a good album for sure. And then it kind of seems like when X died, things went a little bit off the rails, understandably, for Ski Mask's whole career.
R.I.P.
Really, yeah, RIP. Really want to see a good album from him again in the future, but unfortunately, this was
Yeah.
quite underwhelming.
Well, I don't know if Ski Mask could do worse than this. So I hope the second one that he comes out with, if he, or not second, but the next one he comes out with, if he does, is good. I have a lot of faith.
Absolutely. There are good songs on this too. It's just
Side note, I feel like Chance the Rapper can come back, right?
you know,
He served his prison term.
he's certainly trying. That rollout has been happening for like 2 or 3 years now. He has been working on an album supposedly forever.
Oh, for Starline?
And it was kind of the same thing here with Ski Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see in 2025 if that happens, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, this we will move to the controversial one here between me and you. We got T Swifty's Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a Swifty hater on this one.
I think I'm actually above the consensus at a 59. Yeah, I am. You're actually just closer to it. That's kind of funny.
Oh.
I
Yeah, we both had hot takes on this one. I was a little more of an overhater, and you're a little more of an overrater.
guess.
This does just fall in the mid. In the moment, yeah, it was why would you drop this when you've dropped so many? But now that it's had some time to marinate, it's just mid. I'm willing to admit that.
It's totally mid. I honestly think that I would go lower than a 59 if I re-listened and re-reviewed it now, but I'm not itching to come back to it, but also if a song from it comes on, I'm not upset either.
Yeah, it's ignorable.
Taylor Swift has done a lot better, and kind of the whole over dramatic aesthetic of this is a little bit insufferable. I'll give it that.
Yeah, dude. Evermore was a pop.
Yeah, but like not the worst thing ever by any means.
No, we definitely have some much worse music coming up.
Yeah. I would bargain to say that even our next one right here, Coldplay's Moon Music, is a decent bit worse.
Yeah, this one was just bad.
It was just bad.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien emoji.
They did the rainbow emoji track on here, which, while the title of it was really lame,
The song wasn't bad.
yeah, the song was actually good. They kind of did an ambient thing with it, which was a little bit experimental for Coldplay, but most of this sounds outdated as fuck.
Little Sims was on it too, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was weird. Burna Boy on the same song, and what a fucking mess that song was.
Yeah, but it pales in comparison to I Am.
There was some real misses on there.
I Am was a contender for my worst song.
Yeah, I have a 2 out of 10 on it, so it doesn't really
got a 1
come
out of
too
10.
close to many of my songs on the worst list that we'll get to.
Yeah.
This one was just Coldplay being Coldplay for the most part, but like not impressive in any way.
Yeah, and then up next here we have Juice WRLD's EP, The Pre-Party. We're kind of using this as a shoe-in for The Party Never Ends. Boo.
Boo. Terrible handling of his posthumous legacy is all that really happened here.
Let him rest peacefully for the love of God. Just stop.
Yeah, terrible cover art, even worse one on the album that followed it. It all feels blatantly disrespectful.
Yeah, it's just awful. I hate it.
This is a weird case because the music itself isn't really bad. It's kind of just mid. It's like the Juice WRLD songs that are left over. They're fine. Just the whole idea of it and just how this ended up is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna fucking lower the old social credit there for whoever's involved in this one.
Yeah, dropping an EP of songs that don't make it.
And then the expanded EP.
Oh my god, yeah, there was a deluxe of this too.
Oh my god.
Doing
That should have
an
been
EP and then an expanded EP of songs that didn't even make it onto the third posthumous album is absolutely diabolical work.
Fuck, dude, for real.
Yeah, it's just corporate greed just beating a dead horse. It's disgusting.
Something not as diabolical though, unfortunately, below this with Gracie Abrams, The Secret of Us. This was another thing where I was like, oh, you just copied Taylor Swift's album that I hated, so now I hate this worse. I'm definitely back up to mid on this one too.
Same producer as well. We got 2 different missteps from Mr. Jack Antonoff.
Jack Antonoff is fucking, he's pulling the slot machine. It's lose, 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 jackpot.
Really, really the lottery of things happening with Jack Antonoff's trajectory here.
Yeah.
But this one was just the Taylor Swift album, but more forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just a worse version of the same album.
Strictly worse. But something that's strictly worse than that, something we might have some substance to say about, Nothing Nowhere dropped Dark Magic. Now, I don't know about you, man, but this one was weird. He dropped 2 other albums past this one. Holy shit.
Really? Has he been cooking up?
He cooked up Hell or High Water and Misery Maker. The user score is higher.
What the fuck? This cover has like a cowboy sad clown situation. What the fuck?
Are you gonna pull up on the screen? Yeah, you probably should throw it up on the fucking video if you can.
Sure, yeah. And then
And
the following
other
one
one is
looks
just-
fine. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that one's kind of a pop.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're talking about Dark Magic. This one was like a concept album about a cult.
Oh yeah, it had the whole radio thing, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, about like a
or
dark.
no, it had
No.
it had news reports on it. That's right.
Yeah.
It's been a second now.
Yeah, dude. The fall off from Reaper makes me so sad.
Even just the fall off from Trauma Factory is depressing. I kind of liked that album.
Stopped listening in high school, unfortunately.
For the most part, me too. Ruiner and Reaper were albums that I played a lot, and then Trauma
I
Factory,
know.
when it came
I
out,
was there.
I just wasn't really disappointed with it. I thought it was a pretty alright album.
Yeah. But what was our consensus on this album? I don't even have my score plugged in for this one.
We came out to a 42.5 on this one, and yeah, a lot of that comes down to the boys from
45.
Wish type impression happening here.
Yeah, dude, which is just cringe.
It was cringe. It was a real cornball moment, unfortunately. And it's just kind of rough. It's just kind of a rough one. Tough pill to swallow.
Speaking of tough pills to swallow,
Yeah.
Eminem's The Death of Some Shady Coup de Grace dropped this year. Holy shit, this year's been jam-packed of moments.
Yeah.
This was, fuck blind people.
Fuck blind people. Yeah. This one saw Eminem reviving and then killing the Slim Shady character.
He did Guilty Conscience too, which makes me so sad.
Yeah. Just bringing him back in order to say a bunch of edgy shit, but like not the same edgy that Slim Shady always was. Instead, he's just saying problematic things. It's like it's not the tact, the wit, the cleverness of it all is just gone and replaced with like Tom McDonald lyrics.
Old man yells at cloud type beat.
Yeah, not everything on it sounds terrible by any means, but the whole ethos behind the project is just annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think this had a lot of chance to be good. Not at this point in Eminem's career.
It was pretty much doomed from the start, but I tried to give it a fair chance because Music to Be Murdered By, I don't remember being that bad.
I kind of liked that one. It was fine.
Alright. I was a fan of Relapse and Recovery when that came out when I was a little child, so I was like, you know what, nostalgia. And then he shit on it, and I was like, you mean bad music.
Oh yeah, Relapse and Recovery are better than anything he's done in the last just anytime since actually. Anytime since those albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, this is still better than Revival. This is still better than Kamikaze as well in my mind, but rough moment.
Then an album I don't remember listening to, Gunna 101.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to say, isn't it?
Gunna 101.
Gunna 101. Gunna 101. Yeah, boring trap album is boring trap album.
My little sentence review here is please be interesting. And that's all I have to say to it today.
Oh, absolutely.
And then up next we have another unfortunate posthumous album.
Oh, this one is rough.
Sophie's self-titled. Yeah, this one was an oopsie poopsie.
This one was a tough pill to swallow if we're gonna talk about those once again.
Yeah.
Realistically, not that disrespectful of a posthumous album, but just what she was cooking, unfortunately, wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oops.
some songs on here don't even sound like songs.
No, I don't know what happened here, and frankly, I just want to forget it ever happened.
Me too. It's just such a weird moment because usually when you see these posthumous albums that come out years after an artist dies, it's something where it's sad to look at and it's disrespectful because they're clearly just scrapping things together. Some of these songs, most of these songs actually, from what I am aware of, she actually played live or had previewed. And my personal cope here is that she would have cleaned them up and made them more cohesive if she was able to.
Yeah, that's my cope then now as well.
They kind of handled this tactfully by just releasing what she had.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
You don't gotta put this part in the podcast, but I'll never forget when Sophie died. I posted it on my Snapchat, and my ex was just like, "Oh, is she a friend of yours?" And I was like, "What? What do you have my Snapchat?"
Yeah. No, that's staying in because that's fucking strange.
So that was really stupid.
Yeah. Alright, well, the one that follows is much less weird but much more mid. Kasabian, Happenings, FIFA band makes FIFA music that's
FIFA,
mediocre. That's mediocre.
Meteora.
Don't even with me. It's mediocre and it's made for car commercials.
Same with Bleachers.
Yeah, we have Bleachers right afterwards. I wouldn't say car commercials. It's
Same album.
nah. I mean, this is just like this is the Jack Antonoff aesthetics that were placed into Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift's albums, just taken to a way worse place.
It gets worse somehow.
It's more boring than either of them because I think Jack Antonoff is a more boring vocalist.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not even mad at him for the album.
It's very forgettable. It's very in one ear and out the other, but it's just an annoyingly pretentious one.
Yeah. Speaking of forgettable, potentially annoyingly pretentious albums, Imagine Dragons dropped again.
I would not use any of those adjectives for this fucking album. This was a disaster.
I don't remember this album.
And it was right after they started showing potential.
Oh yeah, they dropped the Enemy, right? When was Enemy? Was it like 2020?
I was referring to the Mercury albums, which I guess people like less than I do. I'm realizing now. Huh.
Oh yeah, no, it's all Red Dog.
I was actually pretty alright with those ones.
Uh,
Weird.
I'm not gonna lie, the League of Legends song, I like it.
I do not fuck with that at all.
Sue me, shoot me. I like the Enemy song with GID.
Yep. And I like Mercury Act 1 quite a bit, actually. So sue me as well, I guess.
All right, that's our Imagine Dragons hot takes.
Yeah.
Now let's never talk about Imagine Dragons again. Please don't drop ever again. Anyways,
This says realistically though, go back. Like this might be their worst. Is Origins worse than this? I cannot remember that album.
no, this is worse because I remember I had an Imagine Dragons arc. I like watched a fucking 4 hour long YouTube video and then like listened to it.
Oh yeah.
This was worse than Origins in my opinion, but in the consensus, no.
This has Take Me to the Beach on it, and that is one of the most annoying songs I've ever heard. It is so commercialized. It is so tacky.
Wait, I lied. Origins is worse. I just looked at my scores.
I mean, it's at least comparable, I would imagine, but
Yeah. I'm at a 15 on Origins, but a 30 on Loom. When you get to like between 10 and 30, I don't think the score really makes much of a difference.
I had a hope when they dropped Mercury Act 1, and I do still think that, they show more potential than people give them credit for, but
You think there's a good band in there somewhere?
yeah. If anything, this album just proves that they're never gonna reach Night Visions again. They're never gonna make, like, something you can legitimately call good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore, at least. I mean, that early stuff, like, kind of underrated, to be honest.
Yeah. I'll give you those points.
Yeah, so at this point, that's a backhanded compliment, but yeah, wow, this fucking sucks. Very outdated too, kind of similar to Coldplay in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it came out old.
yeah. This had like the dubstep kind of stuff on it, which was a mess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was Eyes Closed, right? I forget.
I don't remember, but
I don't know. Whatever. It sucks. Moving right along, I guess.
we have Wage War with Stigma Male.
What the stigma? What happened? What happened here, dude?
I don't know.
What a weird little metalcore album that is fucking terrible.
Yo, this shit sucks. We're starting to reach into that territory of moments,
Yeah.
where things just became like ah fucking woke people and bullshit. But our next album is the opposite of that. Our next album, I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you a single second of this Katy Perry album. Like I know I've said about a couple other albums.
You skipped Green Day. You skipped Green Day.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so apologize for what you've done.
No, I gave Green Day a 2.
Apologize immediately.
You know what? I'm standing by it. Fuck you.
This is not the sort of business to be standing upon.
Standing on this Green Day got a 2 and it gets a 2. It is not on our worst albums list and it's not on our worst songs list. Realistically, I would give the exact same score you did, maybe a little lower because I have my little bias.
Like, it's a mediocre, but it is so much better than Father of All.
Yeah.
It might even be better than Revolution Radio, because when I've come back to that album, it has aged a bit too corny for me to even tolerate it.
Oh, people fucking hated Uno Dos Tres.
Oh, what happened there? Jesus.
I don't know. I remember that being good.
I remember Uno being alright. Weird.
Yeah, I don't remember Dos or Tres, but I remember Uno.
Huh. Okay. Well, either way, this is some of their better work since 21st Century Breakdown, but it's still mediocre. Kind of what we were saying about Imagine Dragons, where Imagine Dragons is never going to reach Night Visions again. It seems Green Day's never going to reach American Idiot again.
Yeah.
Dookie either, but that's even better, so like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, they'll never even get close to that.
No,
But
no. It's a shame. It's a shame, but like not that bad of an album. And it's only down
no.
here because you're a fucking troll.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know if it would have made the cut for our top 25 here.
It probably would have been towards the top end if it made it at all.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad because it's mediocre. That's about it, though.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have made the cut. Anyways, I don't know what happened here with Katy Perry. What did she make? What is this? I don't remember this.
Did you manage to block this out of your brain?
Yeah, I did.
Jesus Christ. Well, keep it that way. This is one of the tackiest pop albums that has come out in the modern era. Really impressive
Hey,
work.
look, another one. Two of them.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is basically just the same album if we want to hop right down to it.
I mean, Destroy Lonely was like exceptionally worse, I believe. Yeah, and it was technically trap, so I won't lump all three together. But
It depends. It depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, the Katy Perry album and the Camila Cabello album here, which I guess is probably what I have on screen,
yeah,
they're both pop taken it to its worst spot that it saw this year.
no, it's not taken to its worst spot,
Well, sure, yeah, but I mean,
but it's really close. It's right there, but it gets a little worse.
it does, yeah. I don't know. I think we have the Camila Cabello.
You gave both these albums the same score.
Oh, did you?
You did.
Oh, I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You gave them both a 23.
Yeah, they're kind of the same album. They're kind of the same album.
I gave them an extremely similar score. I believe I was lower on Camila Cabello.
I felt like both of them were trying to capitalize on what Brat was doing. Maybe more with Camila Cabello.
Brought Summer.
Trying to trying to jump in on the wave, trying to brought summer, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they tried to hop on a wave and they fell in the ocean and drowned, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Katy Perry had Woman's World on there as well, which was a notably not feminist feeling feminist song.
21 Savage was on here, same with JID. What the fuck?
You don't remember the 21 Savage song? It's ridiculous.
I don't remember this album, dude. I deleted it.
At this point, we're kind of just talking about them both. Like, what am I even supposed to do here? Do I just put them both on screen? They're kind of the same album.
You put them both on. Yeah, you scored them the same. They're pretty much tied.
I guess, yeah. You gave Camila Cabello worse, though.
Yeah, I gave Camila Cabello, Cabello 20. I think I was just evening out my score then versus just dropping a 23 on it.
Considering the Drake features and the Playboi Carti Villager feature, maybe Camila Cabello is worse. Just because the features on it are worse.
But Lil Nas X is on this album.
Yeah, he actually did alright on there.
Lil Nas X is good. Yeah, he tried his best to make the album work.
He tried his best. Alright. I don't know if there's much more to say about these.
No, there's not. Just for the only Love Lasts Forever. Apparently not, because I gave this a 23, and you gave it a fucking 19.
Album lasts forever, more like. This thing is fucking
it's an hour.
long, and it's terrible.
Hour for me. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's just a collection of the same boring shit after the same boring shit. I don't know how many times you need to copycat Cardi before you get your point across.
Oh, hey, Ken Carson's on here.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just his minions. It's the Opium minions. It's Ken Carson. It's Destroy Lonely. Ken Carson's a little more interesting of the two.
Yeah, and there's also a little Uzi Vert feature. Oh, hey, Wheezy produced on this album. Big surprise.
Yeah, one of the more overrated producers as far as I'm concerned that just like exists in general.
Wheezy, oh yeah.
Wheezy, go somewhere else, please. Fuck.
Another album that I think you want to go somewhere else. Holy shit. You dropped an 8 on Tones and I dropped a reasonable 29 on it.
I was really fucking irritated with this thing. I think I like her album that came before this one more, even though it's infamously terrible, because there's parts of that album that I can laugh at.
Hey, you gave that album an 11. You gave this album an 8. So yeah.
Yeah, like, there's stuff that's laughably bad on the last one. This one is, like, okay if it had better song structures and a much better singer.
The label is Bad Batch Records, and it's just Tones and I.
Uh,
So that's so fitting.
yeah, they really nailed it with that one.
Yeah, well, she did, I'm assuming, because it's her label, because it's only her on it.
True, I guess. I'm still baffled at how, like, she won a singing contest, I think, and then, like, got a career off that, I believe, right?
Hopefully not anymore.
I don't know. I mean, this is just a really annoying album to listen to me, though, because it does nothing that I actually like listening to, and it's constantly draining, especially with how the vocals are.
Yeah, I feel like, well, technically up next we have Post Malone, still spoilers, but after Post Malone, the next two albums I would put in that same camp.
Yeah, Post Malone's F1 Trillion.
This still has points on me because of the album cover and the album name. This is Heat album cover, Heat album name, shitty album, one of the shittiest of the years.
So stupid.
Pour me a drink, pour me a smoke.
uh,
They weren't saying that, but we misheard it so much.
yeah.
Uh,
Pour Me a Smoke is forever embedded in my mind.
yeah, dude. You know that's why this album doesn't get the fucking worst album of the year for me. It's because of that little goof. It's fun bad. It's funny bad right there. The rest of it is not funny bad. The rest of it's kind of like ugh.
There's a little bit of a comedic edge to be had with the badness here. I guess I can see it.
Unfortunately, Jelly Roll's in the project. Hank Williams Jr. is here, and Hank Williams Jr. has family tradition, and that's heat. That is a heater banger right there.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, you had a feature on almost every song here, and it really felt like Post Malone was just kind of grifting on this whole scene and shoehorning himself in. And it's a lane that is really lame for him to go down based on the fact that he came up on hip hop and pretty much just used it as a stepping stone.
Yeah, man. I thought you were cool when you were a Magic player. What's all this?
He just made fun music before. Now there's this distasteful edge to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of an L.
it's such an L. Like, he was never making mind-blowing music or anything. It was never anything crazy, but to see this fall off in particular is pretty rough.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Speaking of fall offs, it's really hard to fall off if you were never on. Jojo Siwa's Guilty Pleasure. This is guilty of not being a pleasurable album to listen to.
Ooh, you really got him.
Oh, it's an EP. It's an EP.
Yeah, this is one of our spots where it is an EP, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, this was really bad. This is dog shit.
It's as generic as it gets, and all of these songs were not actually created by her.
Yeah, and all of the like marketing that went around this too, it's just fucking terrible.
Yeah, the whole moment with it was annoying as fuck. I mean, if you were on TikTok at all, you saw it all go down, her just acting a fucking fool constantly.
Yeah, it was cringe, and I'm glad it ended. And I'm glad after this I will never have to talk about this EP again unless she drops again, which she will, and then at that point I will dig up this and be sad.
You know, she dropped that fucking goddamn coffee song or whatever just recently, and I had the displeasure of listening to such a thing. But this might be where we close the book on the JoJo Siwa saga.
Saga.
Saga. I can't fucking speak today, brother. I don't know what I'm on, but yeah, Let's just close the book on that one. We don't need to continue acknowledging the existence of JoJo Siwa.
But real quick, we have to acknowledge the existence of Kim Petras, Slut Pop Miami. My co-host here, this is his favorite LP of the year. He loved it so much. This is his favorite music.
I gave it a 0, but I gave it the most funny bad 0 I have ever given. It's kind of also a 10.
Yeah, I gave it an 18 because it's a lot of fucks in the song titles, I guess. Holy shit.
Yeah, like outrageously sexual, sounds like an album from like 15 years ago, and every lyric on it is genuinely ridiculous.
This is some of the horniest music, and not in the good way.
No, it goes too far with it to the point that it's comical. It's like middle school lunch table type behavior, honestly.
You're gonna have to bleep all of these, but real quick, some of the best track titles. Fucking this, fucking that, get fucked, cock blocker, whale cock, and the closer. Can we fuck?
You know, none of that's getting censored. We're pretty deep in the recording at this point.
I think it's way funnier if you censor it.
Maybe it is, but
we'll figure that out in post-production.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Who knows?
Oh, we forgot to say, dude, JoJo Siwa was number 5 at our worst albums, and then Kim Petras was number 4.
Yeah.
And at number 3 worst albums of the year, we have Yen Dollar Vultures 2. The ship name of Ty Dolla $ign and Kanye West, also known as the guy Pete Davidson cucked.
That's a blast from the past at this point, Jesus.
Yeah. This was my first 0 of the podcast, I believe.
It was.
I can't remember what came out first. Yeah, it was my first 0. One of my only 0s. I have 2 0s, I believe. Let me double check that. Let me fact check me.
I believe I have 3.
I believe you had a couple more than that. You're fucking passing out 0s. You're like, fuck you. I passed out 4 0s, but 2 of them were on reissues, so they don't count.
What were the reissues?
The Juice WRLD
extended
one, and then the Taylor Swift album that got reissued.
Yeah. That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
This is really a huge moment of the mightiest falling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. The nosedive into obscurity that is taking place is insane.
Insanity, perhaps. Not even obscurity, just pure insanity.
The nosedive into galaxy gas.
Yeah, that has been a whole thing that's come out, that apparently he's just been addicted to nitrous the whole time the Vultures thing has been a thing.
Yeah, which is absolute insano style.
Yeah. Kanye we're talking about. Ty Dolla $ign, really all he's doing here is like clocking in for work.
He goes, money.
Yeah. He's doing his thing by just being a feature on the thing. That's just like what his whole career has been.
He's hanging out with Kanye.
I guess. Yeah. Maybe he was in the room, who knows, but he definitely wasn't in the same room as AI Kanye, because that is not a real person. Yeah. However, he does appear on multiple songs here.
I forgot about AI Kanye, dude. AI Kanye is better than real Kanye.
Honestly, there's hardly a difference. I was going back through it today, and you can tell where the sections are, but with how badly everything's mixed is and how bad Kanye's rapping has gotten, there's not a big difference.
Wait, did Vultures 3 fucking leak or somewhere, or is this just memes? Can't tell.
What's up?
There's only 4 ratings. This is just memes. Somebody put an unofficial release on the ship name for Vultures 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Huh, that's there. That's a thing that apparently is a thing that exists. Well...
No, it's probably not. It's probably just memes.
Quite possibly. But it also... I mean, so much of Kanye's stuff leaks that it might be real. Who knows? Yeah. Either way, though... Worse than the first Vultures, but we would only put 1 per artist anyways. Not that either of us listened to that one in full. No, we didn't, but we just got too curious with this one. We fucked around, we found out. It's laughably bad.
Now, sorry. Now you have to hear about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of laughably bad, this came out pretty
Oh
early in the
God.
year. MGK and Chippy Red, genre Sad Boy, back in March. My little review here is please stop releasing music, please.
Um, yeah.
Fantano gave it a 0 with a sad face. You gave it a 0. See, I'm pretty hot on this album. I decided to give it a 7.
Reasonably speaking, maybe there's like 7% worth of musical talent happening here.
7% goes out to one of the producers. You're welcome.
I guess. I mean, really, it sounded like generic YouTube beats the whole way through, and some of the production was actually really bad.
7% goes to Trippie Red's hat on the album cover.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool hat. I'm just really sad about this one though because I've been sitting here defending Trippie Red for the last like several years and being like, "Oh, come on guys, it's not that bad. Oh, this
Wrong.
album that he put, it's not that bad, guys." And then he drops this and I'm just like, "Wow, fuck, now I look like an idiot."
Thank God. He was supposed to drop Live, Love, Laugh, Die this year. And I think after Genre Sad Boy, just didn't do it.
Keep it. That title is just as terrible as this one. It's just this overly edgy like fucking
I'm not like the other girls at school.
It's boiling down emo rap to its worst and most generic possible elements is really what's happening here.
Yeah, a genre that's already like famously shit on,
Yeah.
made bad. Like, it's just a bad version of it.
Yeah, it doesn't take any of the good things about the genre. It doesn't do anything like what, Lil Peep or Juice World did redeemably about it. It just brings it to its like lowest possible level.
Yeah, dude, which is insane.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really the worst.
But you know what's actually the worst?
Our only consensus zero. Falling in
Yep,
reverse. Popular monster.
Ronald Radke. Ronald, my life is like a video game Radke out here, dropping his mugshot from his domestic abuse arrest.
Yep.
What the?
And just about every song sounds like it would be attached to such a thing.
Yup.
You got some
Uh,
absolute classic bangers on here, like the melodramatic Last Resort Papa Roach cover. Bad Guy, of course. And then, of course, Ronald, song with Tech Nine and Alex Terrible.
hold on. Damn it. I was gonna take that one. No, I was gonna be like, damn, bro. So imagine this. You're sitting there. You're Ronald Radke. You're like, all right, I am the worst person in music. How can I get people like me? Oh, Alex Terrible. He's in fucking Slaughter to Prevail. Oh, he's a white supremacist. I should just hop on my side. Oh, but I can't have a white supremacist on my side. People will think I'm racist. All right, where's Tech Nine?
I love that it is Tech Nine. Of all the rappers you could have, you pick the one with the like almost exclusively white audience.
Yeah, dude. He didn't want to alienate his audience.
I suppose. The one right above that too. Just wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Tech Nine fell off hard.
Yeah, it happened somewhere around the time that he appeared on Corey Taylor's album.
Yeah, because I liked something else by Tech Nine. I liked Killer, and like there's a couple other songs in there here and there I liked by Tech Nine.
Looking back, it's kind of cringe, but
Yeah, but it was like we were high schoolers. This is fine high schooler music. Don't be on Ronald Radke's album.
it's fast rap line cook music, which is exactly
Which is what we
how I
were
got
in high school.
introduced to it.
Oh, for me it was my friend Nora.
Yeah, which I mean, it was just all the guys when I was working at Dairy Queen. This is how I discovered Tech Nine originally, and honestly, I feel like Falling in Reverse was also in their rotation.
Yeah, definitely in the rotation. I was gonna say, a lot of crossover there.
Yeah,
But this is our consensus worst album of the year,
yeah.
and yeah, it's dog shit.
It's unredeemable. It's like metalcore, new metal, all of the accessible forms of metal, and like YouTuber rap kind of sounding shit, all taken to the worst.
My life is like a video
Yeah,
game.
all taken to the worst possible angle they can.
What is his song that sounds like that?
That is Game Over on Fashionably Late.
Hell yeah.
I mean, kind of unrelated because the music would suck even if he didn't, but Ronald here just kind of sucks, just kind of a shitty guy. So it's easy to shit on this. It's really easy to. Hard to feel bad. I fucking can't with so many of the songs here. It's actually ridiculous.
Listening to life is like a video game.
Bumping Game over here. Jesus Christ. Might be better than anything on here.
It is. It is. I just have to double check.
That's fire. All right, well, those are our consensus picks. So that is what we had as our 25 worst albums of the year if we combine our scores.
Do we want to move into our personal albums and then do songs last, or do songs then albums?
Let's shake it up a little bit real quick. Let's do our personal top 10 worst songs of the year individually. Because there wasn't really a way for us to do this consensus because we don't give scores like that. So
Right.
we're both going to do a top 10 worst songs list. You want to take it away? You want to do the first one here?
Yeah, yeah. My
Awesome.
number 10 spot, I decided to pick Housekeeping Knows by Drake.
Oh.
I wanted to throw some random Drake on there, so I just like pulled that out of my ass. I tried to pick songs that weren't on albums that we talked about, but some of them I had to.
Of all the Drake tracks, that's what you went with?
You know what? I just decided to pick any Drake track, and that was just the first one that came into my head. I was like, I could pick one of the Beef tracks, or I could pick something off of what else did he drop this year?
That's what I'm saying. The Heart Part 6 is sitting right there.
Just it felt too easy. I mean,
Fair
you
enough.
could swap
Fair
this
enough.
out with the Heart Part 6 like easily, same fucking thing. But I just decided what I wanted a deep cut here.
That is a deep cut and it is a pretty shit song. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I listened to all of this in the car and I can't remember it. I just listened to it like right before we started recording, so I was like, I need this in my brain, and my brain is just trying to destroy itself already at number 10.
All of the list or just that one?
This is the forgettable one, which is why it goes in top 10. I can remember how
Okay.
almost all these tracks sound. Yeah, I can remember how all these tracks sound, besides the number 9 pick.
Okay. All right. All right. What do you got at number 9?
At number 9, I decided to go with JoJo Siwa's Karma. Just reopen old wounds real quick.
Fair.
We didn't talk about it this year, but this was actually a suggestion by my wife. She was like, "Do the fucking Karma song by JoJo Siwa. Did that come out this year?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "All right, that one."
Yeah, well, that one was on the EP.
Was it on the EP?
Yeah, we talked about it. It was on the EP.
What? Did I not fucking?
It was a big single, like, beforehand. It was where all of the
Oh,
controversy
fuck, yeah.
came from.
Yeah, because this is the song she bought.
Yeah. Well, one of a few.
Yeah, this was the one that everyone was like mad about.
Yeah. That is the song that was the source of the controversy.
So I decided to go with that one for my number 9 spot, and then at number 8, I had to go with "Girls" by The Dare.
Oh, fuck you. God damn it. No.
Yeah, I fucking hate that song, dude. And I decided to throw it at number 8 so it would throw you off my scent. I'll take this as a troll pick if you really need me to, but fuck that song, dude.
That is a fucking banger. Take it back. Put it away.
I am just being made aware that it came out 2 years ago as a single and then was put on the album. Oh no.
Whatever. It was on an album this year.
Yeah.
You hated that whole thing so much, though, that you might as well just pick a different track if you're going to be a little bitch about it.
That was my least favorite track on the album, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Here, I got my track ratings right here. I gave that one a 0, and then I gave I Destroy Disco and You're Invited a 2.
That is depressing. I wish I liked The Dare a little bit more now so that he could have made it onto my best stuff, but, I wasn't that stoked about that album.
You gave it an 84. I gave it a 30.
Fuck it, maybe I can shoe it into the best list. We'll see.
I lost track of what count I was on, but up next, I got a toughie. I kept going back between juggling these three. I'm just gonna throw on Fried off of Vultures 2. I believe that was one of the big examples of AI Kanye.
I don't think it was, but it's kind of hard to tell, like we were saying.
Yeah, this was the one where I thought it was AI Kanye. I was just trying to throw a AI Kanye song here just to talk about it. But let me pull this track really quick. I'm gonna try to listen to this dog shit again while I fucking talk about it. I also picked this song because We Don't Trust You. They had a song called Fried, but it was Fried She a Vibe, and this was just Fried. So I was like, oh, I have to talk about this because we loved that album. Kind of like it was overall mid, but like the moment that album was so important, and so
Yeah.
is this. I was like, it's all Fried.
Yeah,
So
the
I thought,
future song Fried was pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was one of the worst. So I
Yeah.
was like, I have to pick the duality here.
Yeah. True. True. I would have gone with a different one on the album, but justifying it like that, definitely solid. I'll give it to you.
And then up next, I have a little bit of another hot take here. I put Guilty Conscience too.
Really?
I went with that track. I couldn't find the Fuck Blind People. I'm pretty sure it was Houdini, but I just didn't feel like
No, that was Trouble. That was Trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like throwing that one on there. I decided to go with Guilty Conscience too because of the lyrical content, which I'll put the lyrics right now quick.
Yeah, there was some kind of terrible shit there for sure, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about trans people, and I was just like, you know what? I'll throw it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Google refuses to show me the lyrics,
Weird.
but probably for the best. It's got some terrible things in it that I shouldn't repeat on this podcast. Don't read the lyrics. Just trust me. One of the worst songs of the year.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. Controversial one for sure, but hey,
Yeah, I got all of the hot takes today,
that's a hot take.
and then I still lost track of what side we're on. So I just have this on my phone. I didn't order them properly. I was like, oh fuck, where does this one go?
Oh, I lost track of the numbers too, but they'll probably be on screen, I suppose.
So I did that one. Here, I'll throw All My Life, Falling Reverse, and Jelly Roll up next here.
Okay.
Jelly Roll was on a lot of songs this year that were just straight booger aids, and combining Jelly Roll and Falling in Reverse on the same track, brother, stop. Jelly Roll,
True.
you seem like you mean well, but stop,
Yeah,
please.
that one is real rough. That one fucking sucks.
Yeah. And after that, we're gonna go with the Rush featuring Big Time Rush for making me think Big Time Rush was featured on the
Oh
track.
god. I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Really?
Real quick, it's in my top 20, but I'll only do my top 10 here when we get to it. I have a top 20 prepared for a video. I picked Pars and the Mars for one of the later ones on the list because I forgot about that. I might have to switch things around because you picked this.
Hell yeah, dude.
God damn.
That's fantastic. And then up next, I threw on something that you showed me, the Motley Crue song "Cancelled" with some racist undertones in some of the lyrics, and just overall being like, "Ah, these fucking kids these days cancel me just 'cause I can't say slurs all the time." This is bullshit.
Yeah,
So that
yep.
ends up being my third worst song of the year.
That one's pretty fucking terrible. That's very new to us, a very recent development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number two, I'm really struggling. I was gonna give this number one because it's the best worst track, but I'm gonna go with number two because Plutoski needs to be on this list.
Oh, come on. It's so funny, though.
That's why it has to be here. It's the best worst song.
Fair.
That's why it's number two. Because first is the worst and second is the best.
Oh, what a moment that was.
I just need to fucking talk about this again because
Yeah.
the entire song going fucking haunts my nightmares, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it. And then this first pick here is just because of the immeasurable disappointment I felt as this track played. Like, don't get me wrong, there's worse tracks that I've talked about, like objectively, but this one disappointed me the most.
Fair
And that
enough.
has to be Square Wave by The Voids.
Ooh, really? That one off that album.
The AI Julian Casablanca when he's going, just killed everything I had for Julian Casablanca. Broke my heart in half, dude.
It's rough because of the parallels you can draw to Human Sadness as well.
And Human Sadness is my favorite Void song. One of my favorite songs is Human Sadness. I listen to that shit constantly.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent song, for sure.
But this, not so much. And that rounds out my top 10 worst tracks of the year.
Wow.
What do you have for us? Well, I guess I'd Heat.
That was a surprising list. You did some
Yeah.
stuff there. I do love that you put Plutowski so high. That's very funny to me.
It's because second is the best. That's the only reason it's number two. Otherwise, that would be number 10.
I did not follow the same logic. I'll have you know that right out the gate here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good list though. Good list though. For my number 10 here, I did also pick a Drake song. I went with The Heart Part 6 though.
That's fair. You have a much more reasonable list than I am.
I mean, I guess. So like it doesn't go very far up because the song itself in sound is just boring, which is annoying, especially given how good the songs in this beef were before that. But Drake's whole response of "No, you, not me. No, I didn't do that. Actually, nuh-uh."
I never touched Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, nobody mentioned Millie Bobby Brown before that. And really, it felt self-incriminating.
I'm gonna go listen to Heart Part 6 by Kendrick while we talk about this.
Yeah. See, that one's really good. That's a contender for the best list, really.
Yeah, for
So
real.
technically, you could have the Heart Part 6 on a best and a worst list and be perfectly reasonable. But it felt like such a stupid way to end the beef and really just made him look worse. And now with all the lawsuit stuff coming out, I mean,
Oh my god, the corniest fucking lawsuit.
yeah, I don't think anyone's ever lost a rap beef harder. And this was the start of him losing horrifically.
I mean, it was over before it started, but holy shit.
Yeah, right. And I mean, I guess it was kind of over as soon as Meet the Grams dropped, but
Yeah.
yeah, this was the nail in the coffin for just Drake, just in general. There's a lot of songs by him. Pretty much anything he released this year, I could have picked. That's why I say your pick was also a decent one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the moment this was just terrible. Next up here, we have one that very shortly followed the same beef. We have Cash Cobain featuring J. Cole, Grippy.
Oh fuck.
This was very shortly after the whole thing wrapped up. And I had a personal theory that Kendrick just had some, like, crazy dirt on J. Cole and Drake and made them drop, like, the worst shit. Just do the worst features imaginable. This is certainly impressively bad. The flow here is terrible. The production is pretty fucking terrible, too. The lyrics that Cole drops on here are fantastically bad. She's grippy, so I call her Grippy, you know? Words to live by.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Yeah, and you know what? The fucking she was a lesbian, now she's strictly dickly or whatever he says in there too. Also, just fantastic writing from Cole here, really. Really some impressive stuff from Mr. Lyrical Genius.
He's a lyrical, spiritual miracle dude. Don't even doubt it.
Yeah, it was like a self-diss. He dipped out of the rap beef, then just made a fool of himself so quickly.
Yeah.
Number 8 here, and God, it is crazy this isn't higher, but we got Lil Mabu with Like a Cop. Whoa, this is out of touch and tasteless, and someone needs to revoke Lil Mabu's internet access, I think. Get this kid to a lacrosse court and get him away from a microphone immediately.
I don't think I heard Lil Mabu this year.
No, I think I told you not to, specifically.
Yeah. You saved me.
Yeah, I think I was like, no, don't.
I have a Little Mabu adjacent pick on my albums list though.
I think I know what you're going at with that, and I also have Lil Mabu other places here.
No, not Little Mabu, but a Little Mabu adjacent artist.
Yeah, no,
Same bag.
I got what you meant. There was a lot of these artists where it's just some like rich white suburban kid with a lot of daddy money pumping it into a rap album that tries to make them look tough but just comes across as pathetic. There were a lot of songs on this album I could have picked. Of course, Big Dog Shit was a contender. You've probably heard that. It's got the like young child rapping on it.
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe.
It's like all over TikTok and stuff.
Oh, I'm not on TikTok.
I mean, yeah, that was a strong contender. Whatever one he says, she likes purple, so I blew out her back and left her on red. Whatever song that was, also a contender just because of that bar.
Oh, fantastic lyricism.
Fantastic lyricism. But on this one, he goes about telling us how he has a cop friend, basically, so he can just get away with whatever he wants. And that's just like the most rich kid shit. His delivery, his style, it's all like generic at best, kind of just ripping other drill artists off. So, I mean, it's tasteless, it's terrible, it's Lil Mabu. I hope he stops making music. I really do.
Hell yeah.
And then, the obligatory yen dollar sign, whatever you want to call their ship name,
Their ship
vultures,
name, yeah.
etc. I went with husband.
Fair. Any trick.
Yeah. Do you remember husband, though?
No.
So, yeah, this sees Kanye just rambling, basically, about how this woman he's talking about needs a husband. And so, like, he's coming in here and saving the day, basically.
Oh, thanks, Kanye. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he really said, "Hey, I'm the most unstable guy you know. Now you have a husband. Congratulations." Honestly, the narrative's confusing. It sounds AI. I don't know if that was ever confirmed. I just know that it was for Sky City. I don't know about the other songs, but sounds AI. At the very best, it's terribly mixed. It's not really structured like a song either. It's kind of just 2 minutes of rambling. So it sounds terrible, weird sentiment. It's a rough one. God, this is another one where it's like, how did this end up so low? We got the other half to the J. Cole falling out. We got Snow Day featuring Drake with Wagwan Delilah. Another song almost immediately following the beef that was just like some sort of self-humiliation moment or something. Like, what happened here? You know?
Drake has the humiliation confirmed.
Apparently. Yeah. Doing a parody of Hey There Delilah in the year of our Lord 2024 is already just really something. But then the moment that this was outside of such a thing is really just, it's impressive, you know? You already talked about this one. We have Motley Crue's Canceled. It's terrible.
Yeah, thanks for that one.
We found out about that literally yesterday, but it's such a shoe-in.
Oh fuck, was that actually yesterday?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was the day before. I don't know. Very recent.
I have a rating in 23 hours ago, so yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. Kind of a shoe in here. Yep. It's butt rock, except it's got a horrific sentiment. So thanks, Motley Crue. Then fuck. Then we have one that I really couldn't decide if I wanted to even bother with, but I I eventually decided to. We got Forgiato Blow with Trump Baby. Another parody here. It's going to be a continuous theme. This is a parody of Ice Ice Baby, but it is Trump themed.
Oh wow.
Have you heard this song?
Oh.
No?
Oh.
I don't think it deserves more attention than it's gotten. I was gonna tell you to go listen to it, but I think the description that I just gave, like, yeah, just picture that. Just
Yeah, I am.
Ice Ice Baby parody, but it's about Trump.
Sounds like shit.
Yep, pretty shit. Pretty shit. Number 3, did you have Jelly Roll, the song with Jelly Roll at number 3 on your list? Is that where that went?
I think so.
Yeah, well, okay, we're
Yeah.
mirroring each other once again. Not the same one, though. I have MGK featuring Jelly Roll with Lonely Road. Like I said, you're going to notice a bit of a theme. You're going to notice that I am so fucking sick and tired of when artists are interpolating old songs that are just like either classics or just really well known, and then just making it shittier. MGK does his pop punk MGK thing, but it's like country flavored now, and Jelly Roll's here. And honestly, every time I see Jelly Roll, I just wish I didn't, you know?
I feel so bad because in interviews and stuff, he seems like he means well.
The people he collaborates with makes me feel differently. I haven't seen an interview, though, to be fair. Alright, we are running into some audio issues for whatever reason. Softwares are not having a good time. So if Micah's audio sounds a little wacky from this point forward, that is why. So my number 2 pick here, I did the obligatory Falling in Reverse song, just as you did. I went ahead and went with Bad Guy instead of the one you did, although the one that you did was also a contender.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Bad Guy, Just the sentiment again is kind of what gets it here. The whole song, there's no like redeeming moment in it. It's just him over and over being like, yeah, I'm an asshole actually. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I'm just a piece of shit guy. I'm just shitty.
Yeah, I'm just a little poop guy.
Yeah, I'm just a little edgy like that. I'm just a bad person. And it's like, yeah, I guess. And then the feature literally just repeats the words, but says that he's an asshole instead of I'm an asshole. So it's like, you just got a feature on here to like confirm it, I guess? It's truly bizarre, but it sounds like shit as the whole album does. We've went over that already though. My number one pick for the year, and it's one I'm not sure you've heard. Jail Part 1 by Lil Dicky.
No, did he go to jail? What happened?
No, the whole song's fictional. Have you heard it?
No, fuck no.
Okay, so this song comes right near the end of his absolute masterpiece, Peanut, from earlier this year. It is a 9-minute storytelling-led song.
Wait, Peanut came out this year and we didn't talk about Peanut? What the fuck's wrong with us?
That was like right away in the year. So I don't know. It might have been during that like first 2 or 3 weeks or whatever where we weren't doing this yet.
Thank God. Fuck.
We missed that. You dodged a bullet though, I'll say that. This is the worst song I've heard all year though. Really what he does here is just fucking insane work. To give you the rundown, the song's story entails him showing his balls at an all ages show, getting arrested for that, going to jail for that, and then getting involved in like the gang violence in prison, and then being afraid of getting, we'll say, essayed, I guess. So instead he decides to give willing blowjobs so that doesn't happen to him. And then the song ends with him biting a guy's dick off. And let me remind you that Lil Dicky is a comedy rapper, and all of that was an attempt at humor.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That's the words you said are funny. The execution of this, I assume, is not.
Well, I mean, the whole idea here is pretty...
It's fucking stupid.
Pretty bad.
Boy, I would give it a shot. All right, hold on. I want to hear you out.
He's not funny. It's not funny. It's an attempt at humor, but it is a failed attempt at humor. It is not funny. It is just legitimately kind of serious subject matter, but making a joke of it, but the joke's not funny. It's like 9 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, and this is labeled Part 1. I must remind you.
Oh, no.
So, whether Part 2 will ever come out, that is a question to find out next year, I suppose. But there's a chance that my worst list ends up mirrored next year, because I can only assume if Jail Part 2 comes out that it'll be the worst song of next year, too.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So thanks for that one, Lil Dicky. That's the fucking worst. Should we then move on to our albums lists? Or do we want to still do that?
Yeah, my audience is going to be ass. It's up to you.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up there, considering the fact that this has gone on for quite a while. So we're hoping that we got some content for you here, but Micah's audio just is not going to be good if we continue.
We'll tack on, instead of doing the top 10 best songs, maybe we tack on the top 10 worst albums onto that episode.
Oh, maybe we could.
Heat to my top 10 worst albums list, too.
At the very least, why don't we do this for now? Make your top 10 worst album list on Album of the Year.
Done.
Write a little blurb.
Done.
And then I'll link it below.
I already did all that.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I'll link that below so you can see Micah's list. I have a video coming out where I will do a top 20 with some EPs and some honorable mentions. So keep an eye out for that. I'm also going to do a top 20 worst songs. So if you want to hear somebody talk about terrible music some more, those are coming up very shortly here.
Hell yeah.
If you have enjoyed hearing two people talk about some terrible music, go ahead and drop a like on the video, or give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to this. that would be greatly appreciated. We are available on audio platforms. That's linked below if that interests you and you're on YouTube. So all of that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel for more music-related content coming your way. But that's just about going to wrap it up for this week. Mikey, do you have anything to say to the people before we go?
I'm recording this from hell underwater. That's why it sounds like I'm being boiled alive in a cave.
That's pretty wholesome. And we'll see you next time.